we're gonna talk about, I wanna start this series of like a create more ease. But today I want to really talk about how we can create more ease through boundaries. I think that boundaries are something that a lot of myths around boundaries is like people thinking, oh, boundaries are used to control, boundaries are used to manipulate. They really think that we use boundaries as ultimatums, and that is not the case. So here's a situation. Let's just say you're doing something with somebody, a friend, your mom, your dad, whoever. You're doing a thing and they do something that doesn't really sit right with you. And so you call them out on it. Like, hey, this is how this made me feel. I didn't really appreciate when you said that. Maybe something like that are typically those situations that for us feel really uncomfortable right now. Like a lot of us feel uncomfortable calling people out when it makes us feel a certain way, or when a feeling comes up and we're just like, hey, I actually don't appreciate being talked to that way. And then the other person has their feelings about it, right? Because we're all mirrors for each other. So all of our toddlers are getting activated. So now they have their feelings about it and they say something and it kind of turns into maybe this little tiff. Then you end up leaving and this person is all in their emotions and you're like, you know what? I love this person. They're great. I am gonna just text them and just let them know, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Like, that was dumb. I shouldn't have got so upset or whatever. You're picking up their emotions. You are making yourself responsible for how they are feeling. So instead of allowing other people to be upset and learn how to manage their own emotions, you're picking all those stones back up and you're throwing them back into your backpack. And it is self-serving for you because it does feed a part of your ego that's like, I just need to feel better. I need to know that this person's okay so that I feel better. The real work in these situations is allowing other people to have their emotions and you insourcing safety within yourself, finding your own sense of peace, knowing that you have nothing to fix. Now, if you were a horrible person and said horrible things and intentionally hurt them, that's a whole different story. But if it's like, oh, I think I made this person feel uncomfortable because I made a comment that I didn't like how they were talking to me, or it can be any situation. But I didn't like how they talked to my kid and I said this, that's not yours to pick back up. If that upset them, if that triggered them, if that pissed them off, that is theirs to deal with, not yours. And if we continue this pattern of picking it back up for them, we never give them the opportunity to stand in their power, to learn how to do it differently. I have done this a lot, even with my husband in my own relationship. I think that at least for me, I feel like a lot of society, we come in thinking men don't know how to handle their own emotions. And so we as women just pick up all the pieces. We're taught to be the nurturers, the caregivers, all of this. So we are the people pleasers. And then we just pick up everybody's stones and we throw them all in our backpack and the backpack gets really heavy and we don't know how to take those stones back out. This is how you start to take those stones back out. You allow people to have their own emotions and you don't try to fix it. It is not your job to fix it. So create a boundary for yourself that you are not going to pick up everyone else's emotions and put them back in your backpack, that you're going to clean up your side of the street so that when you show up to situations, 1, you'll have way less triggers. 2, you're not energetically going to be drained because you know what is yours and what is not, and you know what's okay to let other people handle. This is how we parent and how we're teaching our kids to handle their own emotions. If we're picking up our kids' emotions for them and when they're upset, we're just trying to make them happy by stuffing an iPad in their face or a toy in their hand whenever they're upset, instead of taking them away from the situation, regulating them, going for a walk outside, giggling with them, playing in the sand, feeling the sand, right? We want to teach them how to regulate themselves. A screen is not going to regulate them either. So the pattern continues to carry just in different ways. So if we are used to picking up our parents' emotions, used to being the good girls so that our parents would stay happy, they would stay okay, I would stay safe, I'm going to survive my childhood. we take that same pattern and we just drop it into our next closest relationship, which tends to be our partner, and then we bring kids into the mix and we're doing the same thing. The pattern ends with you being okay with others having their own emotions. That is the biggest thing to remember, is it is okay for someone else to be upset, especially if they are a grown-ass adult. They can figure it out. They can say whatever they need to say, and you get to come over here and you get to clean up your own side of the street. Why do I feel the urge to fix this right now? Why do I feel the urge to text them to make it okay? Are my intentions pure, or is it just to make myself feel better? And if it's to make myself feel better, which most of the time it is, it's like, how can I feel safe knowing they're having their emotions over there and I'm still gonna be okay? That is the work. This is the work that we do. Boundaries are the foundation for everything. Boundaries create more ease in your life, because when you're no longer wasting energy trying to fix other people's emotions, you can live the life that you want to live with the inner peace that you want to have, because you are cleaning up your side of the street and you are holding everyone else to the same standard that they can figure out how to clean up their side of the street too. I promise you that that is absolutely possible. And if you have any questions as to how, this is what we do. This is what I do. This is what I help you do. I offer private mentorship, and I also have a membership, the Mom Life Collective, where we talk about boundaries. We do breathwork twice a month, and I drop 2 audios once a week, and it's huge. But your sole job is to clean up your side of the street, focus your energy on your priorities, and be okay with other people having big emotions, knowing that there is nothing for you to fix. And I will talk to you next time.